5.
Sweet.
Minimize that. Minimize that. Doot 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 doot.
And there we are. There's like, jeez, I hate this stream. I just like it so hard.
Gonna do a little edge highlighting. Nelson Dune, howdy, folks.
Boom.
Lucky Bats, ooh ooh.
Lucky ooh woo.
Oh, this is worse. I'm not at my nice high table.
Is the background different?
Yeah.
Oh, and Lucky Bat just said that. Wow, can you even imagine that?
Mm-hmm. I'm streaming from prison.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. Yeah, you really need to, I feel like you need to light through the bars so you can see it in the background. You know, have the shadow of the bars, that'd be pretty good. Tate the Hun, howdy. Hard takes, please.
Yeah, the new Grimaldus came out, and it's super, super dope. I love it. 10 out of 10.
His helmet, it looks horrible.
Yeah, that's the only problem, is his helmet looks too much exactly like the old one.
Yeah.
Caked Bandit disliked, and after 3 weeks, they are going to actually send me my missing sprues. Neat.
Woo. $13.13s. Day off time.
Neat.
Woo.
I know. Somebody got a hold of the new generic Marshall sprue, and it's super cool. It comes with a lot of extra bits, and the extra bits allow you to build the old Black Templar character Durando. I don't know, but I have him, so I'll have both versions. I'll have the new one and the old one.
Neat.
It comes with the flamethrower and the head that's wearing like a respirator mask, which they don't really do anymore. Probably because it doesn't look that good. But
but you like it.
I like it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like having no helmets on my heroes because I have learned to paint faces acceptably.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oops. That edge highlight was a little bright. Yeah, and a nice edge highlight really brings it to life. Didn't Scat just do a video on edge highlighting?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch it. Hey, hey guys, any tips for how to thin my paints? All my airbrush problems have been thickness related. So that's my first tip. And that's really the one to follow, but if you can't pull that off, I would say maybe get some flow improver for airbrushes and use that to thin your paint.
Oh my god.
It's a product.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. Good old the burps.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 7-Up Zero right there?
No, this is an A&W. An A&W Zero Sugar.
There you go. Joaquin Costa, last night was my first time in a while. I got to put paint on a model. Next thing I knew, it was 5 hours later.
Nice. Eberwald, is that Chaplain saying, "Are you not entertained?"
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's from one of my all-time favorite movies, The Land Before Time 2.
Oh, a classic.
Mm-hmm. Ashton Lancelot Show, hello, I am here. Hello.
We're here too. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Tristan Lee, not the biggest fan of the pose personally, but I love the way they kept all the stuff that made him iconic, plus no tactical rock is amazing. Yeah, I think it's tricky with the poses because you're just not gonna please everyone. It's gonna have a pose, and so some people are gonna be like, nah, that's not the pose that I wanted.
You had a kind of a hard take or
Yeah.
a hot take today about
Like
about that kind of stuff.
So apparently the
The art.
pose that this was based on is based exactly off of an artwork. And I feel like they can stop doing that. Like every single time they come out with one of these models, it's like, hey, we perfectly faithfully recreated this art piece. And I'm like, well, why? I mean, it's cute the first few times, but why not give us something new? Just something you came up with that you thought would be cool. And I don't know if they're just nervous that if they don't perfectly faithfully recreate things, people are going to be upset. Like, I would have been fine if, like, Grimaldus was, like, doing a little hop or doing a little jig or something different.
He's doing like a disco stance or something.
He's doing just a fairly generic, imposing walking forwards.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a crotch chop or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Or like a superhero landing or something.
A dab.
Yeah. Oh, I would be so down for a dab. That's finally a decent belch.
Yeah. That was a damn.
13,
Like, I
13
need to go replay that one.
That was a flow improver. Alex YT, hey, have you ever done a things every beginner needs to get to start painting video? No, I've always thought about doing a video like that.
Mm-hmm. Although, because there's a lot of people have done it, but I think people start in the middle almost.
Yeah, they usually don't start at the very bottom. Like how to hold a brush, how often to clean it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never held a paintbrush in my life.
They always skip stuff like things that we just know to do because we've been doing this forever. But like, you know, clean your water cup every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Madness. I'm gonna start putting together some orc terrain from the Kill Team box.
Cool.
Neat.
Jesus. Damn.
Ian Crimson, I just got broken up with, so should I be impulsive and buy some more minis despite my extensive backlog? Well, I mean, that was true even if you hadn't been broken up with. That is just the norm. But that's too bad, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
If they broke up with you, you should break up with them.
Yeah, there you go.
You really give them the what for.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. Oh no.
Nelson Dune, Warhammer players upset? Never. Exactly.
Yeah.
Badass. Staying alive stance. Oh, we can't tell by the year I use my walk. I'm a one round, no time to talk. But it brown, women, wow, women, keep the brows, and I won't bone. It all right, it don't bow. Hop up, down, bow.
This is the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a long song.
It is.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Everyone left the stream. It's kind of odd.
Joaquin Costa, the pose is loudly saying, about yay big. I don't know what he was describing, but whatever it was about yay big. Yeah.
Bah. That's my contribution to the burps.
1313S. Gonna give a power handy. Yeah. Jasuchin Farron, dab on them, Battle Brothers. Alex YT, lol, dab pose is for sure a third-party model. I hope so.
Yeah, you better believe it. Do you think at Games Workshop they, like, the modelers ever, make something fun, the sculptors?
That would be really funny.
They make just a bunch of silly things, and they're like, no, we can't. It's like, you have to do your job. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I know there's a great in Pixar's The Incredibles when all of the animators and the directors were reviewing the animatics, which is like the crappy animation, so that they can see how things look. They took the wife character model and they put on it a maid outfit. And so you see this T posing this T posing mom just sliding around the around the
That's
movie.
awesome.
Man, I think Jay and Nick have done a really good job of what things to not get or things to pick up. Of course, I have all the things they say not to buy.
Hashtag Vortex Mixer.
Oh, good old Vortex Mixer.
I've actually moved all of my Vallejo paints into other dropper bottles.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Mr. Ninja Monkey 1. Hey, I just want to say I got back into Warhammer and you helped me so much to be able to paint a retro color, but not thick like. Neat.
Ah. Colin Stager, any advice on painting clone troopers since you have painted stormtroopers?
Oh boy. I think my stormtrooper recipe has been a Zenithal Prime, and then I paint it, and then I give it a once over with some Games Workshop contrast white, and then I do a selective washing with Nuln Oil to darken some areas, and then I get way too big an edge highlight. And then I go in with white paint, pure white paint, and I layer up until I'm at pure whites on like surfaces and panels. It's kind of a lot of work, but it looks really nice. Once again, I did a bad job. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, white armor is hard. Uncle Adam has a pretty good video. That's pretty much what I said, although he skips the final highlight, which I like the final highlight. He also didn't do a selective wash with Nuln Oil. Mm. I think he also didn't do the Zenithal. So basically, he puts on white contrast paint, and I put on white contrast paint, but then do a bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it's completely different.
Yeah, we both put on white contrast paint, and that's about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Colin Mark. 'Twas about yea big, brother. 'Twas absolutely enormous. Mr. Ninja Monkey 1, why so many dislikes? Because we need them. We feed on the dislikes. Matt asks, when I worked at Disney, you should have seen some of the stuff that animators would draw. Let's just say it wasn't family friendly. Matt asks, when did you work for Disney?
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, I'm trying to build the story of your life in my mind, and that's wild.
Dave Dog, is that a Games Workshop Chaplain? Yes, it is the original. Well, not the original, but this was the Chaplain for a long, long time. Now it's a puny little silly boy. It's so small. Mm-hmm. War Striker 857. I'm very happy because I finished Kai Von Shrike and he looks awesome. Neat.
Ashley and Lancelot Show, is Facebook Marketplace safe to buy Warhammer stuff?
Yeah. I mean, yes. You have to, you should always be careful.
I think we both have.
Yeah. We even have a video on how to do it.
This is true. We do. It was from last year. It was like towards the end of the year. Mm-hmm.
I buy stuff all the time.
I bought my Gloomspite kits off of that.
And I just bought a whole bunch of Rebels.
Mm-hmm. And I would suggest like the big thing to do to make sure that everything's safe is chat with the person a little bit.
Yeah.
Ask some questions about it. It makes it a little bit more human. Mm-hmm. And people that are gonna rip you off don't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
But this hobby is pretty small, so I wouldn't be like I know if you're trying to buy like watches off of somebody, yeah, you're probably gonna get ripped off. But people probably aren't fraudulently selling Space Marines.
Mm-hmm. I am though.
Yeah, me too. not in my normal station, and so now you all see what like normal streams see, which is the back of someone's head, or the top of someone's head.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Stream Station is such a tall, table.
Madass, I've lived a very interesting life. This is true. Fat Boy 15, I like the video. How dare you? Colin Sager, are these for Black Templars or some other faction?
Oh yeah, these are for Black Templar. I already have like 10 or 11 chaplains, and so I'm gonna have 3 more. My goal is to one day have every chaplain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
There you go.
It's just what I want. Can you notice when will the Grimaldus stream start? As soon as I can get it.
The real Black Tux. Have you seen Grimaldus?
Yeah, it's dope. 10 out of 10. I also love the retinue. That flag is going to be an absolute time to paint.
Are you still debating on if you're going to get the combat patrol?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much it is. If it's too hundo, I mean, what do I really want from it? I want the Crusade Squad, which is probably going to be, what, $60 for 10 models? Because that's what
Do you really think it's
Space
going to be
Marines are.
$200?
I don't know. I
Is
mean,
that
if it's not 200, I have no idea what the rumors are, but
Oh, I would just assume it was the same price as all the combat patrols.
well, it doesn't seem like it's a combat patrol because the other combat patrols don't come with a book.
Well, then screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be $5,000 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really want the book. I do want the Emperor, and I don't want the Dreadnought either.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess when the price drops, I'll have to see what it's looking like and if it's around what I want to spend. Because I do want everything in there except the book and the Dreadnought. So probably it's not going to be for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll all come out it'll all come out normally. Theory Creep, you guys are my heroes now and forever. Ooh, nice. And forever. Well, that's not going to be good when all of the stuff leaks about us.
Oh yeah, that we're weirdos. And...
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's coming, folks. Don't you worry. These heroes don't wear capes.
Except for on Fridays.
Yep. Tristan Lee, how many chaplains are you missing?
Not that many. I'm missing a bunch of Rogue Trader ones because there's like 8, and I have 3. They look so bad though. I don't know. I haven't been that diligent in collecting those ones. Yeah, and then I have to decide if I'm gonna go with other chapters, chaplains or not. I think I won't, although I've already sort of broken my rule a little with the Dark Angels Interrogator Chaplain, just because I really like the look of it. And I know the Blood Angels have a pretty dope jump chaplain.
He's doing a dab while he jumps.
Yeah.
That's why he's so dope. Theory Creep, I'll stand by you weirdos.
Yeah.
There you go. Doesn't matter what it is.
Champ Styles, you thinking of buying more Legion before the Asmodee price hike on October 1st? Ooh, that's coming up. I just bought tons and tons of Legion stuff.
This is true.
Although even with the price hike, it's still gonna be cheap.
Like, how much is it? How much more is it?
I think it's kind of a lot. I think it's like $5.
Like everything's $5 more?
Yeah, or around there.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll still only be like half the price of Games Workshop.
Yeah. Imagine if Games Workshop did a price hike.
Yeah, they do one every other week.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag BattleWagon.
I just got a whole bunch of Legion stuff off of Facebook Marketplace.
Ah.
Off of some Canadian fella. But I won't hold that against him too much.
I will. I definitely will.
Jared Smith, I went through my Templars and found that I have at least 9 chaplains, though. I think there might have been some I didn't find. Wow. Jared Smith, it'll likely be the same cost as the Beast Snaggers box. And wasn't that one too, hundo?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, the Beast Snaggers box came with what? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Was it only 15 models?
I'm not sure. But it came with a real codex, not a supplement. Like a loser.
Joaquin Costa, I can't decide which model I want to be a Smash captain. I know bike captains are pretty much better in most ways, but Fly seems too dang good. You could always do both.
Uh-huh.
War Striker 857, should I get a Captain General for the Adeptus Custodes? I don't know. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, yep. Very helpful.
Colin Mark, I feel like I've known you guys for too long now to ever consider y'all to be cancelable.
You don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, you don't know what we've gotten up to lately.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that orphanage will never be the same.
Yep.
Jason in Alaska, the Black Templar Primaris Ancient is next up for reveal according to Valrak. There's another goddamn Black Templar? I'm gonna be poor.
Mm-hmm. You already are.
Mm-hmm. the real Black Tux. I triple dog dare you, one of you, to paint Mortarion. I'd like to. I have a really, really good scheme that I use for my Death Guard. And it makes perfect sense to go from a kill team to Mortarion.
We should do something where we take a model, we split it exactly in half, you paint one half of it, and then cover it all up, and then I paint the other half of it, and then we reveal it.
That would be pretty wild.
And a giant-ass model would be perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
And no peeking.
No, of course not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Our era's King 4332 wanted to ask the Chaplain man himself which Chaplain would be good to get for 9th edition. Probably the biker, the biker Chaplain. Okay, I've heard around that is the one to get.
Hot damn.
Mm-hmm. Which I painted that model on stream.
Justin Timmons, if money didn't matter, what would be your dream model to paint?
I don't know. There's no model that I'd love to paint, but I can't justify it. Also, time is almost a bigger factor than price. Yeah. One day I'd love to paint a Sisters of Battle Army. It's hard to imagine that happening though, just because I have so much other things to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Matt asks, wait until they find out about the bunk beds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That might be one of my favorite endings to any of our streams ever. Where we talked about going to bed in our separate beds.
Mm-hmm.
But also our bunk. We also have bunk beds.
Yeah. Tristan Lee, when making things like dreadnoughts, do you try to go super dynamic in your posing or just a more subdued pose? I've done both because I own so many dreadnoughts. I own a silly amount of dreadnoughts. Mm-hmm. So I've done some, like one guy, I really kit bashed him up so that he's like standing on a rock and his guns are all aiming in different directions. Most of them I didn't do anything too crazy on. Although on the Venerable Dreadnought, I know, yeah, if you look under its helmet-y thing, you can see like the dead Space Marine, and so I actually put the dead Space Marine in and then magnetized it so you could take it off and look at him. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have two metal dreadnoughts, which are fun. Those do not have dynamic posing. They're barely staying together as it is, because they weigh about 4 pounds each. It's totally unreasonable for miniature, but I like them.
Cute Mochi. Should I start an orc army? I have the Squighog boys, and I don't know if I should continue. What do you think?
I
I mean,
mean,
did you like painting them? Do you like owning them? 'Cause I feel like that really tells you
yeah.
if you should continue, or maybe make a small force and you see if you like it, and then maybe you can add more.
It'd be really funny if the answer was no. I hated it. Should I start the army? Brent Terry just finished the last run of a 16-hour shift. Looking forward to some mini action. Neat. Joaquin Costa.
Oh.
Half and half. Why not the Stampa? Ooh. I like this half and half idea. Boy, would that lead to a weird model.
It would. It'd be pretty odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one to write down.
Mm-hmm.
Matt S. Jay, where did you get the bases for the Death Watch army, or did you build them? And if you built them, do you have a stream on how you did it?
They're from Games Workshop. So yeah, you can buy them.
Yeah, the Mechanicus whatever bases.
Yeah, something like Sector Mechanicus base. You buy the box and it comes with a smattering of the different sizes. AR, what's y'all's favorite name chaplain in the lore? I think is Lamartes the chaplain of the Blood Angels. Oh well, actually, I guess I have to say Grimaldus because Black Templar. But Lamartes is pretty cool. Nick, what's your favorite?
Mine is George.
Oh, that's a good pick too. I pick Kramer.
Damn, I should have picked Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
What about Jerry?
Ah, there you go. Elaine. Joaquin Costa. Reject Imperium. Embrace Stampa.
Dancing of Doom. Sup, EOB. New room, I see. No longer stuck in the basement.
Exactly.
He's actually, Jay's actually streaming from jail. He got a DUI last night.
Yeah. On my scooter.
Exactly.
And it's not like a power scooter. It's like one of the, you use the other foot to kick.
Yep.
Gyropathic. So I got some old metal Sisters of Battle models soaking in some acetone at home. I'm going to try and repaint them since I know more now. Neat.
Brent Terry, what do you keep burping up there, burpy boy?
I burp up everything. Nothing stays down.
Mm-hmm. We actually have an intern that burps Jay.
Yes.
That's all he does. It's pretty wild. Yeah. Tristan Lee, half and half would be a pretty unique video in the YouTube sphere, as there aren't any other creators I can think of that have the dual style you guys run with.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Although I mean, it's gonna end up we're gonna end up with a model that's just not right.
Yes.
So we almost have to pick something that like neither of us like want in our armies or might appear in a battle report.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I thought. I mean, Mortarian's really cool. I don't care about Mortarian though, but I don't know if you do.
I like Mortarian.
You have some death guard stuff.
And I got my style that would look really good.
Exactly.
With old Morty. Morty.
Akina Kananu's rip basement streams. You guys have no idea. Nobody has any idea what's going on. Although the Patreon members will know soon.
Ooh, Striker 857. What happened to the spider? Oh, he's around. He's probably crawling in my shoe right now. Cute. Mochi, what do you think? Shuda or Slugga? Well, historically Slugga. But I'm going to say Shuda, just to be different. TC Joe, do you think it's possible to play Age of Sigmar and 40k? My girlfriend's brother is an Age of Sigmar player, and we play 40k. My girlfriend wants to get into Age of Sigmar too, but I have an addictive personality. In my 3 months of 40k, I spent too much. I mean, you definitely can do it. I mean, I sort of have a working knowledge of the rules for Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Old Kill Team, X-Wing, and Star Wars Legion.
Mm-hmm. And Kill Team 1.
And Kill Team
2. Yep. Medes, I think you guys told us what was going on. What was going on the chats, didn't you? Or hinted at it, like wink, wink, hint. We did on the Patreon stream.
Yeah.
I think we straight up said what we were gonna do.
I mean, the patrons get to know everything.
Yeah, that's very true.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know our shoe size.
Mm-hmm.
They know how tall we are.
I'm about 3 feet.
Yeah, I'm about 3 feet tall. Little known fact. I'm always green screened in, so I appear bigger.
Kino all war games essentially boil down to checkers with rules. Sometimes it is hard to keep it all straight. I remember the last time I played Star Wars Legion, it was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, I know the rules, but the hard thing sometimes is if you can't spend time on it, often I'll just have to sit down and play, just because scheduling and time commitments. And usually it seems like war games kind of benefit from being able to be like, okay, I'll peruse the rules this evening for the game tomorrow, and check my list and make sure it's all up to snuff. And
mm-hmm.
Please tell me that EOB is starting a gaming house like Phase. Phaz? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We're all the biggest names in 40k are gonna be there.
Exactly. Matt S., how did your games go yesterday? Who is the best of the worst? Well, we had a little bit of a change of plan. And so we did a 3-way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what happened.
Sean and I. So Sean played Veteran Guardsman, and I played Assault Intercessor Space Marines, and we tied in points.
Mm-hmm.
I got tabled, and he got tabled though by Nick.
This is correct.
So technically, we tied for points, but Nick won overall.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't, let's just say 3 players does not work.
Yeah, really, it has to be 2 players.
Yeah.
Although it still kind of worked out.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, the problem is, people gang up on each other. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cute Mochi, if you started a new army, what would it be? Sisters of Battle. Although actually, probably Carriage and Overlords for Age of Sigmar.
Ooh.
But that one is like gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Tau.
Oh.
No, I'd do Thousand Suns.
Mm-hmm.
If I was gonna have an army. And then, Age of Sigmar. I don't know. I don't know if I care about anything else besides the armies I already have. Oh, I mean, I could do Skaven. I could probably Skave it up.
Rain Wyverns. Thoughts on the Thousand Suns? Would you ever play the Blue Boys?
They're great. They're cool.
I think they're lame. I think they're silly. They're space Egyptians.
Rude.
Thousand Sons are cool. I hope that the other Chaos factions get the same sort of a treatment, where because right now Nurgle and Tzeentch are in a really really good spot because they have their own unique units and armies. So I feel like they need to do the same thing for Khorne and Slaanesh, and then the Chaos will be kind of complete.
Mm-hmm.
Crypt Shadow aren't Necron space Egyptians. That is true, although I feel like
They moved
the
past
Thousand
it.
Sons are more overtly Egyptian.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
hieroglyphs
Necrons were,
and stuff.
yeah, I feel like Necrons were more that earlier, and now they've kind of moved past it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Like Necrons are like they have pyramids, but that's kind of and their names are Egyptian-y. Nihilek, Canoptek. So yeah, it is kind of interesting that there's two very Egyptian themed armies. But the Chaos army is like the same colors, like royal blue and gold with sand.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Necrons are green with neon green and silver.
Cute Moshi, what's the coolest kit bash you've ever done?
Probably that Dreadnought with the face underneath the hood.
Mm.
It's a good kit bash.
And it was Jerry Seinfeld's face, right?
Ooh, probably my Dreadnought. Or not my Dreadnought, my Land Raider, although it's not done yet. It hasn't been painted.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
I'm planning on that's going to be the video, painting a vehicle with no airbrush. And I'm going to hate myself because as soon as I start painting, I'm going to be like, an airbrush would really help out here.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Joe. Is Hexfire a good starting point for Grey Knights and 1,000 Suns? Picked one up a few weeks ago, but keeping it sealed till I paint my current open stuff. I mean, it's probably a good start for both of those armies. Because it comes with both of those armies and the new stuff for both of those armies. So, yeah. Nelson Dune. I'm holding off on my Chaos Space Marine army until the Night Lords get a new model line. Well, you're going to be waiting a long time. Rain Wyverns. Tips on brush maintenance. What should I do with frayed and splitting brushes? Well, you should go watch today's video that we released on brush care.
Yep. That's a nice short video, too.
Although if your brushes are fraying, they're probably no longer going to be your nice pointy tip brushes. They're probably going to be maybe a stippling brush or a base coating brush. Splitting you can usually fix with a little cleaning. But yeah, frayed you're looking at it's gonna serve a different function now.
It's for dusting models off now.
Joaquin Costa, my kingdom for a new Sisters of Silence model. Their entire line is one model. That is true. Yeah, they could totally use at least one more model. I don't want to watch it. Anybody know what video Jay talked about decals on? Slapping on my first decals tonight. I definitely talked about them in the Necron's Tombstalkers video.
Yes, you did.
And other ones too. I talked about them on the retro. Are these better than Primaris? I also talked about decals in that one.
Yeah, I think so.
And
who knows? Maybe there'll be a standalone video at some point.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a standalone video soonish. Tristan Lee, given the pretty obvious Primarchs we should be getting for Slanesh and Khorne, which loyal Primarch do you think we'll be getting next, and why will it be Lionel Johnson? It probably will be Lionel Johnson, because Games Workshop loves the Dark Angels. I don't know what happened to the Lion, so he might be able to come back. Sanguinius probably won't come back because he's dead. Dorn is missing, but he could come back. And I feel like Dorn wouldn't get along well with Rowboat Girly Man, which could be fun for the lore. Although I feel like Lionel Johnson really wouldn't get along with Reboot. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if some Primarch came back. Scalene triangles. Hey, I sculpted with green stuff for the first time yesterday. I've used Milliput before, but green stuff is way nicer to make cloth with. Neat. TZ Joe, I've heard Zangors suck, so I wasn't sure. I don't know much about the lore, or like the rules and viability and stuff. But you always have to remember, you don't have to play better than the meta. You have to play better than your opponent.
That's true.
So if your opponent is not very good at the game, then you're probably in for a bunch of easy wins, no matter what you bring.
This is very true. That's why I play with I play with babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I can definitely, defeating Jay is a little difficult, but I can definitely defeat a 6-month-old.
Oh yeah, you can beat the crap out of a baby.
Yeah.
Just leave them crying.
Yep. Oh, they're crying all right. Nelson Dunn. I've been using Citadel brushes for 3 armies. Would the Army Painter brushes be an improvement at all?
Probably about the same. They're probably cheaper. I like the Army Painter paint. The only thing I don't like about the Army Painter brushes... Here, let me find my... I have a few Regiment brushes that I like a lot. Where are they? Ah, there's one. They have a really fat... They kind of have like a fat body and a sharp tip, which is good for painting. Although I find that I do most of my work with kind of cheaper brushes. Because if I'm just slapping color down, I don't need that point.
Right.
So I'll do a lot of work with stuff like this, and then I'll switch over to a nicer brush for the finer details. Ryan Clegg, so the Thousand Sons are Egyptian and the Space Wolves are Vikings. Is there any historic group you would like to see get a 40k reimagining? Nah. Maybe the hippies? That could be fun. I wouldn't mind a box of, like, civilians. That could make for, like, some really fun, like, fodder for, campaigns and stuff. Like, oh, you have to... They'd almost be like objective markers. Like, oh, you gotta go save all the civilians. Crypt Shadow. The Sisters of Silence have that Forge Roll tank. They do have that Forge Roll tank, and it is a neat tank.
Cute Moshi. Any more Gene Stealer Cult videos?
Yeah. There'll probably be some more. I'll
No,
probably
you're gonna
paint
get
more on
rid
stream.
of them all.
I gotta get that army playable.
Mm-hmm. Rainy Vans, bully your friends on the tabletop.
Yeah.
Exactly. PJ McMurray, that's why Jay plays with Nick. Rude.
Dick Joe, do you sell your work? Not really. I've let go of some models in the past, but I've always thought about painting to flip models, but it doesn't seem that worthwhile. You're really in danger of not finding the
money.
right buyer at the right time, wasting your time. Commission is kind of a much more sure thing because you talk with the person buys the models and then you talk with them on what the colors and stuff is going to be, and then they put down half or whatever, and then you paint it and give it to them. But just being like, I betcha people are going to want ultramarines, so I'll paint up all these ultramarines, and I bet people will not only want ultramarines painted how I painted them, but they're also going to want the kits I picked.
Right.
Some people get lucky and they make some cash, but although I think sometimes you're kind of sitting on your models for a while, which is also not good if you're trying to make money.
Crypt Shadow. Rumors are Gene Stealer cult in December.
Ooh, God, what more could they give to the Gene Stealer cults? I feel like they're in a really good spot.
Maybe they get rid of them.
There you go.
The whole army. Like, you know what? Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that there's an army that comes and goes randomly.
Yeah.
Because it went away for a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun if it keeps appearing, and maybe they'll bring back the hearse or whatever it was.
Ah, the limousine.
Yeah, the limousine.
That would be awesome. That would be super cool.
That's what they should do.
The pun gun objective: kill all the civilians. It would be cool though if one team was tasked with killing all the civilians and then the other team was tasked with protecting all the civilians. That could be a really fun game.
That would be pretty good.
And like if you can make it to within like 3 inches of the civilians or something, you can take the hits for them. Like that could be really cool. Basement Goblin. Necromunda has fairly regular future people, very cyberpunk. They do, but like they still have armor and guns and stuff. I just want like just proper civilians. There's probably STLs.
Yeah, probably. Fellas.
Joaquin Costa, is there a good tribal set? Shamanistic, druidic, hippies? I mean, a lot of the what's the new orcs called? Cruel
Beast
Boys.
Snaggers? Oh,
They have a lot of shamany witch doctor guys.
They do. Joaquin Costa, gene stealers can never go away. They have tons of genes they need to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Aquino Canones, gene stealer cult are rumored to be getting a lieutenant character.
Ah. But don't they already have the Primus?
Well, there's going to be another one.
Like a slightly less Primus?
And you're going to like it. And you're going to buy it.
I mean, probably.
And you're going to own it. And you're going to really enjoy it.
I already have a Primus.
I don't care.
What's tricky with the Gene Stealer cult is everything is a weak human. So it's like how many cool heroes with 5-up, 6-up saves can you have running around?
This is true.
Infinity has a few really cool, slick sci-fi civilians. Interesting. Would they look good for 40k? Or are they a little bit too cyberpunky and not grim darky? Cute Mochi, what are your thoughts on the squats? Squats are lame. I think squats are right where they need to be, as the Caradron overlords for Age of Sigmar.
The Caradron overlords are really cool.
Tristan Lee, I believe the Gene Stealers are just getting a new model called a Saboteur, but I don't care about them because apparently we're getting a new Avatar of Cain, which will make my year if true. Neat. Andreas Perez. Gene Stealer is getting a Primaris Lieutenant. Yes! Yeah, that's the rumors I'd heard.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Zephyr.
With a rock.
Yeah. I'm late to the stream. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm about to start painting my kill team. You know, a lot of the Gene Stealers or the Gene Stealer characters are very posed, but I never hear anyone being like, "Oh, they're up on a rock or they're climbing onto a thing," or it might just be a Space Marine thing where people are super complainy about how the model is or isn't as cool as they need it to be.
Are you saying that Space Marine players are more complainy than other players of other armies?
It might be. It might be.
I mean, I would say that it'd be Eldar players.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Craft Worlds?
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys didn't understand what I was saying.
Yeah.
Matt S., I've used my Vortex Mixer like 10 times so far in this stream.
Neat.
Perfect. We have interns that shake our paint. We don't need a device that does it. Aquino Quinones, we need a squat kill team, especially if they get one guy in a sci-fi motorcycle.
You mean a sci-fi motor or trike? Because the squats had trikes.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, they've brought a couple of squats back for Necromunda. Esquili. Could you get caveman miniatures and use them as civilians from a feral world? Though I suppose they might not grasp the concept of what civilian is. Yeah, I'd probably just want something that looks like it would exist in 40k.
You could get green army men and paint them up. How about that? Exactly.
That's true. That would work great. Joaquin Costa. If the rumor mill is true about Custodes versus Gene Stealers, can I send you all the Gene Stealers I don't want? Do you guys have a P.O. box? Oh my goodness, I have so many Gene Stealers.
And you love painting them.
I mean, they're not the worst thing to paint, but yeah, I have like 25 that need to get painted. Maybe for the rest of the year, I'll just paint Gene Stealers on stream.
There you go. And for some reason, nobody watches the streams anymore. It's
Yeah.
Wow. It's really odd. Tristan Lee, Nick, why would you hurt my Craft World feelings so? I have Craft World stuff.
And it's your favorite.
It is my favorites. I'm definitely not going to be selling them soon.
Temporary Alien. Considering that Marines are the most produced faction out of everything else, I would have to agree. Marine players indeed complain a lot. They do.
There's too much cool stuff. That's all I hear all the time.
I don't like the helmet of the brand new guy they released for my faction. They Halo ODST. Come.
Classic.
G-Force Member 45. I really don't know how to feel if squats came back. In one hand, new army and things. On the other, there's rangers that desperately need a hand. Yeah, I definitely don't think they should make new factions, for sure.
No more.
I think they should work on what they have.
I think they either need to just keep what they have or get rid of some. That's what I think.
I think they maybe need to roll like Sisters of Silence, Custodes, Assassins, and Inquisition all into the same faction. Called Grey Knights. Like, wouldn't that at least make it easier?
Yeah.
And it could be like, you know, if you play the Grey Knight, if you have the Grey Knight book, you can put together an army that doesn't necessarily include a bunch of Grey Knights, but you just make it out of the other things. But just, yeah, put them with an army, because, like, whenever, you know, nobody wants to play an army that barely exists. Like, half of them.
Right.
Let's see, what are the factions that don't even matter? Games Workshop. Click, 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 click.
Speaking of that, Cute Moshi, I would love a Grot kill team. I've been saying that since the late 80s. That's all I want. That would literally make my year, my day, my life.
Yeah.
I wish it was possible.
Yeah, so Inquisition, Officio Assassinorum, and the Sisters of Silence should all be axed and put into the Grey Knight books. Maybe Sisters of Battle, because they also work with the the Inquisition and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they should not be their own thing. They're not. Like, what happens if I click on Inquisition? Yeah, it's a bunch of one-offs that no one buys. It's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 characters. Also, I'm pretty sure they don't have a codex. So they're not an army. Dream Shards, very late to the stream, so sorry if this has been asked, but what did you think of Grimaldus? Love it. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. I think he sucks.
Mm-hmm.
PJ McMurray, Nick, were you even born in the late 80s? Time is just a concept.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
G-Force Warhammer 45, Sisters of Battle are Ecclesiarchy. Yeah, so I feel like all of those models would fit well into them. Crypt Shadow, I've seen them in use in other armies to bring psychic abilities or some other utility. Yeah, and I think you can probably still keep that, but like they kind of used to be their own army when most armies only had like fewer than 10 options. But now it's just silly. Like literally Sisters of Silence is one box. Nelson Dune, Sisters of Silence are in the Custodes book. Good. Honestly, if I was in charge of everything, I would say maybe that Grey Knights would always have just been an elite choice for Space Marines, and like never become its own even army.
Hot damn! You're making a bunch of people mad right now.
That's spicy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez, we're gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, I mean, even to this day, they only have what 1, 2, 3 unique units and a couple of characters.
Yeah, but think about how fat that Space Marine book would be.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like 3 more pages.
Mm-hmm. 1 if you put them all on the same page.
I think what they should do is it should just be a codex supplement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
no.
It basically is just a codex supplement.
Yeah.
Just call it a codex.
Menace. Grey Knight should be part of Astra Militarum. I agree. Everything should be part of the Astra Militarum.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Green. Random question. How old is everyone watching? I am 33. I am 12.
Yeah. I'm 16.
Tristan Lee. I've never seen Nick start damage control for one of Jay's hot takes that fast.
Yeah, I know. I was pretty worried about that one. Yeah, that was pretty scary. I almost lost them all.
Kino Kinonas. 3 unique units and a few characters. Sounds like literally any other Marine chapter. Yeah, although they're not really thought of as just another Marine chapter.
Everyone's typing in just random numbers.
Kino Kinonas 5.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, everyone should give us their high school mascots. Everyone should give us, their mom's maiden name.
Yeah. How many people had the Wildcats as theirs?
Everyone did.
Not even an animal.
Yeah.
Cute Mochi, 99.
There you go.
False Vic Valteric, 69.
Lucky Bat. I am infinite. I am Bat.
Yes. Hunter Marcel, how are the oil paints working for you? They worked out okay. I would really like to try a project with oils that wasn't black and white. I feel like that would really help me to really figure them out. And maybe I actually have a project lined up that is going to need some oils that are not just black and white.
Hot damn.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of hot damn, look at the time.
I know, it is 10 o'clock. Can you even believe that? Time flies when you're having
Thank
fun.
goodness.
And speaking of that, we had a video out today. We have 2 more videos out this week, and a Patreon episode as
Yeah.
well on Saturday, which is fun. And we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central tomorrow. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.